if you expect to achieve your goals, if you expect to reach your potential, if you expect to have your dreams come true, what I'm about to explain to you is mission critical. You must become a master at visualization. For those of you that are like, what the heck is she talking about? I did not sign up for some sort of meditation woo-woo spiritual thing here. Don't worry, this is Mel Robbins.
전 세계에서 강연 신청이 가장 빨리 마감되는 강사이고 그녀의 테드 강연은 무려 3천만 뷰를 돌파했습니다. 하지만 그녀는 10년 전까지만 해도 무려 10억의 빚을 지고 있었고 그로 인해 불안, 공황, 트라우마 속에서 어두운 인생을 살고 있었습니다. 그런 절망적인 상황 속에서 그녀는 습관 몇 개로 인생을 뒤바꾸었는데요. 하루 30초, 딱 30초만 투자해서 경이로운 인생을 살 수 있는 방법을 알려줍니다. 경이로운 인생을 살지, 끔찍한 지옥 같은 인생을 살지를 당신이 결정할 수 있습니다. 30초만 하면 되는데 당신 꿈이 30초의 가치는 있지 않나요?
There's always science and research involved in everything that I talk about. So visualization is a extraordinarily powerful skill. And you may have heard of the law of attraction. You may have heard of the word visualization. You may have heard of the word manifesting. I call it seeing signs. Your brain has a system in it. Here's the technical term. It's called the reticular activating system. It is a network of neurons all up in here. And what is the job of the reticular activating system? It is a filter system. It's basically a system that allows certain information in your brain and it blocks out other information. And guess who programmed that filter? You did. And so did the people from your past. And so if you constantly feel like you're unlovable, guess what? Your reticular activating system is going through the day and it is going to point out every single piece of evidence that confirms that negative belief that you have. If you think that people don't like you at work, the reticular activating system, the filter, it is literally going to be looking for evidence to confirm that belief all day long. This is one of the reasons why we have such a problem with politics in this country. This is why there's something called a confirmation bias. Confirmation bias means your mind loves to read things that you agree with, because reading things that you agree with confirms your filter. Why do we have a reticular activating system? There's a really important reason why you have this. The reason why is if your brain let in everything. Have you ever looked at a Facebook page? Have you noticed how many words are on a standard Facebook page? If your brain took in everything at equal value, your head would literally explode off your shoulders. Your brain would melt down. And so the reticular activating system protects your brain by filtering information and only letting in stuff that it agrees with. So that's the scientific reason and mandate for why you got to get busy reprogramming that thing. Now we're going to talk about visualization and how you use it in order to start to reprogram the reticular activating system in your brain so that your brain starts to spot opportunity. Your brain starts to spot evidence that things are working out. Your brain starts to spot coincidences so you can build momentum. And here's how you're going to do it based on science, because there's a particular way you have to do this based on science, okay? It's a two-step method. If your goal is to improve your self-worth, I want you to visualize what your life looks like and how you're going to feel about yourself when your self-worth has improved. Here's how you're going to do it. So there's two things that you have to do when it comes to visualization. You have to close your eyes Truly, I know it sounds stupid, but I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to, in your mind, have a specific picture of what it looks like in your life when your self-worth has improved. You're going to see yourself speaking up at work. You're going to see yourself talking more about your business. You're going to see yourself leaving bad relationships. You're going to see yourself defining boundaries. You're going to see yourself going to the gym. You're going to see yourself taking care of yourself. And when you start to visualize the image of that, I want you to consciously, this is step 2, consciously think of the positive emotions that you're going to feel. I'm going to feel happy. I'm going to feel proud. I'm going to stand taller. I'm going to be so grateful that I made this change. Marrying the specific picture. Oh, there I am. There I am. I'm at work and I'm raising my hand. Amazing. I'm sharing my idea. There I am. I'm getting a promotion. There I am asking for a raise. There I am. I've just signed up another customer to my business. There I am. I've gone back to school. I feel so good about myself. When you do that, here's what's actually happening in your brain. You are training your brain to have a totally different filter. You see, your brain, my brain, it doesn't know the difference between something that actually happened to you, like the F you got in your test in 10th grade, and the things you imagine that are happening to you. Let me say that again. Your brain doesn't know the difference between the bad things that actually happened to you, the real memories that you have, and an imagined memory that you're creating. Your brain will experience you visualizing going to the gym, you visualizing how happy you feel when you do, you visualizing asking for that raise and getting it and how proud you're going to feel. Your brain, when you visualize in the way that I'm teaching you to, it encodes it as a real memory. And that's important because when you encode it as a real memory, it changes the filter system, that reticular activating system. And here's what we know based on research. The more you visualize things, number one, the greater your confidence is going to be, the greater security you're going to have about it. And here's the really cool thing. What studies suggest and have proven is that simply visualizing yourself doing things actually develops the skill and helps you improve the skills, just as if you were actually doing it. And then finally, the other thing that's really important about this is that the more that you do this, what we know based on research is that the reason why you start to believe what you think is because you are reprogramming your brain. You are changing the network of neurons that act as a filter. And so the more that you actually believe in yourself and you start thinking and visualizing yourself speaking up, the more confident you're going to become, the more skills that you're building, and you're actually going to do it. And then, instead of looking for all the reasons when you're sitting in a meeting to not speak up, you're going to just speak up because you're going to have changed the filter. You're going to look for opportunities. This is why this is so incredibly important. And so, day one, I want you to go through all the goals that you set, and I want you every single day throughout the next 30 days, you are going to spend 30 seconds. Your dreams deserve 30 seconds, don't you think? You're going to close your eyes and you're going to visualize, what does it look like in your life when you have achieved your monetary goals this year? How does it feel to go to the bank and see that balance? How does it feel to be able to write that check and take your kids to Disney World on money that you made? How does it feel to be able to rent your own place or put down a down payment for the house you've always dreamt of? How does it feel to be able to have saved enough money so you can quit the job that you hate and launch the business? It feels darn good. That's how it feels. And I want you to just savor that, because what you're doing when you visualize is you're reprogramming your reticular activating system, that system of neurons, that network that acts like a filter in your brain so that it's spotting opportunity, so that it is helping you see evidence that you are confident, that you are capable, that you can do this instead of all the garbage you think right now.
그런 경험 있으시죠? 수많은 아이들이 이렇게 모여서 떠들고 있는 가운데 그 안에 우리 아이의 목소리만 탁 들리는 경험. 또 여러 명의 사람들이 대화를 하고 있는데 내가 좋아하는 사람 목소리만 쏙 내 귀에 들리는 경험 해보셨죠? 라스, Reticular Activating System이라고 하는데 망상 활성화 체계라고 해요. 뇌에서 이 필터 역할을 하는 장치인데요. 특정 정보는 받아들이고 특정 정보는 차단하는 역할을 합니다. 이 뇌의 필터를 누가 작동시킬까요? 바로 당신입니다. 바로 해보실 수 있어요. 사람들이 많은 이 길거리를 걷고 있다가 잠시 눈을 감고 모자 쓴 사람을 생각해 보세요. 그리고 눈을 딱 뜨면 갑자기 모자 쓴 사람들이 보이기 시작합니다. 내가 특정 자동차를 사려고 알아보고 있으면 어느 순간 그 차가 길거리에서 계속 보이기 시작하고요. 또 어떤 가방을 사려고 하면 그 가방을 맨 사람들이 어느 순간 계속 보이기 시작합니다. 이런 경험 많이 해보셨죠? 이렇게 여러분은 엄청난 능력을 지니고 있는 라스라는 시스템을 가지고 있어요. 여러분의 뇌 안에. 이 라스를 어떻게 사용하는지에 따라 경이로운 인생이 펼쳐질 수도 있고 끔찍한 지옥 같은 인생이 펼쳐질 수도 있습니다. 진정으로 인생에서 원하는 것을 찾도록 프로그래밍 하지 않으면 인생이 꼽힐 수 있는 최고의 기회가 왔을 때 이 필터는 그 기회를 흘려보낼 거예요. 그래서 그 기회가 왔는지조차 모르고 지나가 버리는 안타까운 상황이 생기게 됩니다. 내가 부정적인 것들을 바라보고 있으면 내 라스는 그 부정적인 것들을 계속해서 받아들일 거예요. 반면에 내가 진짜 원하고 바라고 희망하던 것을 적고 상상하고 시각화한다면 필터가 긍정적인 것들을 받아들이기 시작합니다. 이제 2022년이 며칠 남지 않았어요. 올 한 해 어떻게 보내셨나요? 새해는 어떻게 보내고 싶으세요? 먼저 목표를 정하고 적으라고 말씀드렸죠. 지금 바로 지금 당장 하시기 바랍니다. 이렇게 해야 내 라스가 이 필터 시스템이 목표와 관련된 정보와 기회들을 나는 알지도 못하는 사이에 무의식적으로 다 받아들여요. 필터가 그 기회를 흘려보내지 않고 잡을 거예요. 그리고 시각화를 통해서 내 뇌가 그쪽으로 계속해서 움직이도록 하면 됩니다. 2023년이 여러분 인생의 최고의 한 해가 되기를 응원하고 제가 함께 하겠습니다.